Hello and a warm welcome to you. I'm Esther Gishuki and this is Agri News. Potato farmers across the country have welcomed the gazettement of the Crops Irish Potato Regulations Act 2019. A section of the bill that was passed in Nyandarua County last week directs that potatoes will now be packaged in 50-kilogram bags from the farm. Welcoming the bill, the farmers say they will now be able to sell their produce through cooperatives as well as earn a better value from their produce. Jacqueline Kemunto reports.
For years, potato farmers across the country have been incurring losses due to being exploited by brokers who would package and weigh potatoes in more than 120-kilogram bags of potato and buy at a general price without considering its weight. But with the new Irish Potato Regulations Act 2019, farmers can breathe a sigh of relief as it is now clear that potatoes will be packaged in 50-kilogram bags from the farm. Ruto Kibet is a potato farmer in Uasin Gishu County. He's one of the farmers who have welcomed the move, saying it's been a long time coming.
Regulation hii ya viazi tunaipokea kabisa tungependa tu kuurge other agencies ambayo wanataka na waingilie ndani wafanye fast tracking ili iwe enforced, kwa sababu sasa tunaona bado tu mkulima bado ananyanyaswa. One ni issue ya packaging na issue ya price si shida kwa sababu it is willing buyer willing seller, lakini tunataka pricing kwa sababu ikiwa mahindi inauzwa kwa kilo, rice inauzwa kwa kilo, everything inauzwa kwa kilo, kwa nini isiwe viazi? So sisi tutafurahia ama tulifurahia wakati walipopitisha kuwa viazi itauzwa kwa kilo.
The new shift will also enable farmers to predict the price of what they grow.
Kama wakulima tu tunaongojea kama mwaka huu bei kwa sasa huku nje ni shilingi 8 kwa kilo. So tunaipokea ikiwa ni shilingi 8 kwa kilo, lakini tutauza ikiwa imefikia between 20 to 30. Lakini ile season ambayo ilipita, that is season 2018-2019, tulipokea viazi hapa ikiwa ni shilingi 13 kwa kilo, lakini tuliuza mwezi wa 4, mwezi wa 5 ikiwa ni shilingi 50 kwa kilo. So ina faida sana ikiwa mkulima ataleta viazi yake hapa kwa store tumwekee mpaka wakati bei imeenda juu.
Uasin Gishu County is one of the counties that has facilitated its potato farmers with a cold storage unit where potatoes can be stored for months and sold when market prices increase.
Huu mradi ilitolewa na tulipatiwa kama cooperative society na county government ya Uasin Gishu in collaboration with the Dutch nchi ya Uholanzi. Kulikuwa na expo trade fair hapa Eldoret ya Norep, na kupitia hapo kukawa na hiyo uhusiano baina ya county government ya Uasin Gishu na Netherlands. So wakatupatia hii mradi. This is the only one in the Eastern Central Africa. Hakuna nyingine kama hii. Na mradi huu haina gharama yoyote kwa sababu store inafunguliwa usiku na mapema asubuhi inafungwa. So ile baridi ambayo iliingia ndani usiku inabaki hapo na viazi inabaki ikiwa katika ile hali yake kama vile ilivyokuwa shambani kwa huo muda.
According to Kibet, for potato farmers to achieve full benefits, county governments need to fast-track establishments such as collection centers, cold storage facilities, which, if well managed, will lead to the formation of a processing plant. The programs, which are contained in the Potato Production and Marketing Strategy 2018-2022, include the establishment of clean seed production units in Oljoro, Orok, and Jambini ATCs through tissue culture technology and collaboration with the national government in NYS Tumaini Center Seed Multiplication Unit to provide farmers with clean and certified seeds. For Farmers TV, I'm Jacqueline Kemunto.
Middlemen have been the worst hit by the recently gazetted Crops Irish Potato Regulations Act 2019, with some of them claiming that the regulations will only stagnate the flow of potatoes in the market. Our reporter Hilda Kibet visited Ndalu Market, located in Bungoma North, and spoke to some of the middlemen who supply the market with the produce they buy from farmers.
Middlemen have, for the first time in Kenya's history, been shocked by the latest gazettement of Irish Potato Regulations Act of 2019. Under the new law, potatoes will be packaged in 50-kilogram bags from the farm, and farmers will be able to sell their produce through cooperatives. Potato farmers had for years complained of being exploited by brokers who would package and weigh potatoes in more than 120-kilogram bags and buy at a general price without considering its weight. I spoke with Fares Makoa Matanda, one of the brokers in Ndalu Market, Bungoma North, who explained that they don't usually exploit farmers but rather purchase the commodities depending on the market prices.
Wakulima tuwape pesa kidogo, tunaangalia hali ya soko vile iko. Uwezi nunua pesa mingi kwa shamba, fika soko use pesa kidogo. Unanunua kulingana na hali ya soko. Soko saa hii pesa siko chini sana. Watu wana pesa. Na kukula lazima wakule. Sasa inabidi unaambia mkulima ukweli wa mambo ya kwamba soko watu wana pesa, punguza bei. Nami nikifika huko niwe na bei ambayo kila mtu atajaribu kununua. Hata hiyo wa shilingi 20 watu wanunue vitu vikapita shilingi 100 hii soko. Viazi liko tunauza 100. Hakuna mwenye akwana nunua. Ikabidi tukarudisha chini mpaka 50. Sasa kama anakuja hapa na tatu kwa huwezi kata, utampa tu. Ndio hiyo pesa unasikata, lakini jioni una hiyo pesa. Sasa ili usanye hata kama ni kidogo umepata hasara, lakini unaenda kuongea mkulima kwamba soko ni mbaya, rudisha chini kitu. Sasa mauzo iko haina pesa.
Another factor that middlemen also consider is the transport cost from the farm to the market.
Sasa kwa ndoo huko kwa shamba ni unanuanga tepe moja, yani hiyo ndoo mbili shilingi 500. Kile kwa saa hii tunanunua shilingi 200. Ndio umpe hiyo 200, uweke transport mpaka hapa soko. Ukifika hapa unauza 350. Which means unapata kama 50 ka faida kama utapata kwa uuse hiyo 350. Sasa unabaki na kama 50. Hiyo 100 ni kakarama kenye kametumika kwa parapara paka hapa.
Much as there have been many misconceptions by people about middlemen exploiting farmers, Fares insists theirs is just a business and farmers need to change their mindset on middlemen.
Hii kazi, watoto wako shule, niko na makao. Kila kitu ambacho natumia ni hapa. Hapa ndio kila kitu. Nikikuja hapa hivi ndanawa, watoto watanawa, nitakuwa tena na pesa kwa mfuko. Sitakuwa mfuko haina kitu. Hata kama nikitoka lakini nitakuwa niko na kitu. Nalipako ushuru, kaanja kikuja hapa ndamlipa kwa sababu nitakuwa nimekoko na kitu kwa mfuko. Hata upande wa transport sitalemea kukosa kuleta muziki hapa. Lazima nitaenda nilete kwa sababu nafanya kazi. Wale wengine wenye wamekaa tu huko wana majukumu ya kufanya, wasiongoje pesa mingi. Hata wanaweza kuja na wanakopa na wanauza na wanatoa faida yao na wanapea mwenye anakomboesha pesa zake na anapaki na pesa zake kununua matumishi yake. Akuja hapa nikupe ndoo kwa 280 au 350, atakuwa kwa na 70 pop yake. Mimi anipa zangu anapaki na hiyo 70 pop yake. Na adjust wakati mwingine sisi tunafanya wholesale na retail. Sasa wasikae tu huko, wakuje. Huko msituni hakuna do. Nikuvaa.
For Farmers TV, I'm Hilda Kibet.
Multi-story gardens technology has been successfully used in Kenya to grow green leafy vegetables, tomatoes, cabbages, carrots, tubers, and other indigenous vegetables. They're a new form of technology which are suitable for urban gardening where there is less farming space. To learn more about multi-story gardens, our reporter Valentine Latino visited Farming Wonder, a farm situated in Gatundu South, who specialize in training farmers on innovative modern farming technologies.
Multi-story gardening is an innovative technology for year-round vegetable gardening. It is a kind of technology that is suitable for urban gardening where land for farming has greatly reduced due to urbanization. To learn more about multi-story gardening, we visited Farming Wonder, a farm located in Gatundu South.
The garden inafanya vegetables na fruits kama strawberry. The only thing that huwezi panda kwa garden ni mahindi. Vitu zinahitaji support kama tomatoes. Tomatoes na bado huwa zina require a bigger space. Hizo ndo zinalimitiwa kunini. Yeah.
The challenge of not being able to hold water for hours is what pushed the directors of Farming Wonder to come up with the new innovation of polythene or canvas multi-story gardens. The gardens are circular in shape and they assume the vertical kind of urban farming whereby the farm can be raised to any height as per the preference of the farmer. One important feature of Farming Wonder's multi-story garden is an irrigation application which they install on a farmer's phone, thus making it easy for a farmer to conduct the irrigation from wherever they are.
With the garden, tumekuja kupata kuna customers tunainstallia, lakini wako wameshikana sana kazini. So tunataka ku make their work more easier by coming up with a system whereby you are using your mobile phone to do the irrigation. Tuna install the garden inclusive of the drip irrigation kit with an automated system. Whereby is another friend of mine who is also an innovator, anaitwa Martin, mwenye amekama up na hiyo system. Whereby tunaweka sensors kwa mchanga moisture content yake ikienda chini sana, inakutumia message kwa simu. Ikikutumia message kwa simu nao una make a call kwa hiyo system, ina switch on the powder pumps. Ina irrigate hadi time yenye hiyo sensor ita sense the moisture content imetosheka kwa mchanga, that's why ina switch off. That is working kwa watu wenye disabled, watu wenye wataweza kufanya watering, kwa watu wenye wako those people who wako na kazi yenye ameshikana sana. There are those people who normally travel a lot na nyumbani hana hiyo time mingi ya kwenda kwa garden, because tunataka mtu ajikuzie food zake for food security and good health.
Dennis continues to explain that though multi-story gardening is a simple innovation for any farmer to adopt, there are a few considerations that need to be deliberated before installing the structure. For a farmer to succeed in any multi-story garden, Dennis advised that the kind of soil that a farmer chooses to use in his structure is very essential.
For soil preparation, when we always advise mtu wa kwanza afanye soil testing, whereby ili kuwe na unajua the vitu zenye zina require kwa hiyo mchanga. Unafaa either kuadd or what you need to neutralize in the soil. So another thing, to identify the kind of soil that you are using. We mostly prefer kutumia red soil. Red soil inakuanga mzuri in terms of aeration. Soil aeration. Utumeta kama kwa those people juu bado tuna provide a system whereby you can do vermiculture with red soil, ni better of kutumia other than cotton soil. So those are the first things that the key things that unafaa ku identify soil, the kind of soil and the area we want to set a garden. Mimea unaweza kuza kwa hii garden, unaweza kuza strawberries kama hizi ziko hapa, sukuma, spinach, managu, all kind of vegetables zenye hazihitaji support.
The biggest advantage in multi-story gardening, as Dennis reveals, is that a farmer can be able to double or triple their farm produce during harvesting, as the number of crops grown are many as compared to the common conventional kind of farming.
The multi-story garden, we are maximizing on space. For example, the space that the multi-story garden occupies has a base diameter of 4 feet. With a 4 feet base diameter, if you grow your crops the normal conventional way, you can only do a maximum of 16 plants with the space. But with our multi-story garden, which has 6 layers with terraces, it accommodates 120 to 130, depending on the crop that you are growing and the spacing. Whereby we do a spacing of 6 inches to 8 inches for skuma, spinach, maybe for vegetables. For strawberry, we do a spacing of 1 foot.
The structure only costs 2,500 shillings to install, but the price is determinant depending on the farm location as well as the type of soil being used. For Farmers TV, I'm Valentine Atieno.
Up next is a roundup of agricultural stories that have been trending in other parts of the world.
Maize imports from Tanzania and Uganda have helped to stabilize the prices of the grain, averting fears of a sharp increase in flour prices on supermarket shelves in the country. The price of a 2-kilo packet of flour has averaged at 123 shillings since June, defying the Ministry of Agriculture's projections that the cost would shoot to over 130 shillings, citing an imminent maize shortage in the country. The ministry had repeatedly called for lifting of taxes to allow for duty-free imports, which opposition leader Raila Odinga and the Strategic Food Reserve Fund chairman Dr. Noah Wekesa and members of parliament from the maize growing zones opposed, saying that there was enough maize in the country.
Quite a number of farmers also still have some maize. Perhaps they think that the price is going to go up. They still have some maize.
When they are doing the importation, we want to see the procurement procedures. Who are these people who are importing? Who are their directors? And why is it that the ministry is really working for them? I thought the ministry is supposed to be working for the farmers.
Tayari wizara yenyewe kupitia kwa kauli ya waziri, kuna kampuni imelipwa bilioni 1.8. Huo ndio uchunguzi sasa tunataka tuanze, tujue kampuni hii mbona imelipwa pesa ambayo ilimekuwa imetengewa mahindi ya wakulima ambayo iko kwa mashamba.
Tanzania's Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa has directed the Livestock and Fisheries Ministry to carry on with efforts to oversee the protection of fishery resources in the country. The Premier said most of the operations to combat illegal fishing run by the ministry have brought substantial benefits and increased sales of fish out of the country, which enables the nation to start benefiting from the resources. Speaking during the climax of Nane Nane exhibition at Nyakabindi grounds in Simiyu region, Majaliwa said his government's strategy is to optimize the management and control of fisheries sector in order to generate more income at the individual and national level.
On the international scene, President Donald Trump threatens to pull the United States out of the World Trade Organization if conditions are not improved. Regarding Washington-Beijing tariff war, Trump said trade talks with China were very productive after U.S. and Chinese negotiators spoke by phone. His administration announced earlier it was delaying tariffs on key consumer electronic goods imported from China.
President Donald Trump threatens to pull the United States out of the World Trade Organization if conditions are not improved. Speaking regarding the Washington-Beijing tariff war, Trump said trade talks with China were very productive after the U.S. and Chinese negotiators spoke by telephone. His administration announced earlier that it was delaying tariffs on key consumer electronic goods imported from China.
We had a very good talk yesterday with China, a very, very productive call. I think they want to do something. I think they'd like to do something dramatic. I was not sure whether or not they wanted to wait until a Democrat has a chance to get in. Hopefully that's not going to happen because the economy would go to hell in a handbasket very fast. But they really would like to make a deal.
Now let's look at how different agricultural commodities are performing in different markets across the country.
Mama boy, aki si biashara si rahisi. Wacha si tukae tu hapa na stress.
Ati stress. Sijakwambia next week nafungua kiosk.
Hey, Jumina, weka.
Need to save? Weka na KCB M-Pesa. Save money easily on your phone at over 6% interest rate. Go to the M-Pesa menu, loans and savings, select KCB M-Pesa and start saving now. The more you save, the more you can borrow. Weka, KCB M-Pesa.
That's all we had for you today on Agri News. Until next time, goodbye.